Good morning, everyone, and a good morning it is. I'm so excited and so grateful to President Biden for the Build Back Better vision that he has put forth. But what I want people to know is that this bill is for you. If you're a woman with children at home and want to return to the workforce, if you have people with disabilities at home and need home health care, if your children are little and you want universal pre-K, children learning, parents earning, if someone is sick in your family, you need family and medical leave paid, the list goes on. If your family needs economic assistance, the Biden tax credit, but it's the child tax cut, really. It's a big middle class cut in taxes. So again, it's about the children. And I'm so excited as to how transformative it is. Our members, our committees are working feverishly and diligently, some observing, and we respect that and wish them Happy New Year. Others moving forward as others, they take turns, and we will be ready to fulfill the president's vision. I'm so proud that when the president passed the very important, and the Senate passed the very important infrastructure bill, they recognized that that was not the totality of the president's vision. That was important, and we will pass that legislation. But we can only do so as we recognize that if we're going to build back better, we have to do so including many more people, starting with women, who took the biggest hit in the COVID. More than 4 million women could not go to work. Their children couldn't go to school. They didn't have child care. They couldn't afford it. It wasn't readily available. They may have had a sick parent or a sibling with a disability. Now we will correct that. And so we would hope that this will not only enable women to go back to work, but to reach their fulfillment, to have a path in their own careers that is not hampered by the fact that they have uncertainty about the safety of their children. So again, just for your information, I remember, now some of you weren't born then, but most of you, I guess, I remember that we were on the brink of this when I was having my small little babies, my 5 children in 6 years. We saw that in the Congress of the United States, when Richard Nixon was president, in a bipartisan way, the Congress passed the child care bill. Look in the history books. Everybody thought the president would sign it. It was cause for great excitement and would make a big difference. Somebody named Patrick Buchanan intervened, making it a cultural issue, like we're sending our children to a Soviet-style situation by having child care, and the president vetoed the bill 50 years ago, 1971. So it's long, long, long overdue that we recognize the importance of our children and their care, the value of women in the workplace, and the only way that we can truly build back better is with women in the workplace. So that's why this is my theme all along with our members has been Build Back Better with women. Remarkable transformational initiatives in this legislation, all of them long overdue, many of them standard fare in other developed countries, sorely lacking in our country. And so it would be, again, to thank the president for his vision. As important as infrastructure is, and we support that, it is not the totality of his vision. It's a vision that does not just restore it to where we were before, but takes us into the future. It will cut taxes, again, deliver one of the largest tax cuts for families ever with the Biden tax credit. I call it the Biden child tax cut. It will lower costs, especially for essentials and, of course, for prescription drugs, which is it's a health issue and an economic and financial issue for families, lowering the cost for health care, home health care, child care, and the rest. And it will create jobs, millions of jobs, good-paying jobs, while tackling the climate crisis and advancing economic justice. For the children, that's my why to be in Congress or in the public service, is for the children. And we owe it to our children to pass on a planet in a very responsible way. The reconciliation bill goes well beyond, well, it's hardly addressed in the infrastructure bill for reasons that you're well aware. But in this reconciliation bill, we recognize that this saving the planet, addressing the climate crisis is a health issue. The air our children breathe, the water they drink, safety and the environment in which they can thrive. It's a jobs issue. Jobs. To be preeminent in the world in the new green technologies. Our initiatives are in furtherance of that, having America be in the lead. Departure from previous administration in terms of our public role in all of that. Healthcare, jobs, security. National security experts will tell you that the competition for habitat and resources causing migrations and conflicts are a national security issue. Healthcare, jobs, security, and morality. If you do believe that this planet, as I do, that this planet is God's creation, then we have a moral responsibility to be good stewards of it. But even if you don't share that religious belief, everybody knows that I hope everybody accepts the fact that we have a moral responsibility to our children to pass on this planet in the most responsible way possible. And the president has laid out serious goals in terms of emissions and the rest, and we plan to honor that in the reconciliation bill as we go forward. So it's about the future. It's about building back better, not reinforcing the past, but taking us into the future for the children.